Hello, I'm Lydia Syson and I'm the author of A World Between Us. It's a novel for teenagers and I suppose you could call it a political romance. It's set during the Spanish Civil War, although the main characters are all English and they all run away from London for different reasons and become involved in the war in different ways. And the book follows the course of their interweaving stories and also the course of the tragic Civil War. I'm going to read from it now. The Battle of Cable Street's almost over, and Felix at last has found Nat again, who she thought she had lost. She'd really given up hope. And she's daringly asked him to come to a cafe with her. While he held the cafe door open for her, she ducked under his arm, and his elbow knocked her starched cap askew again. He looked down at her. Felix was already looking up at him, and noticing more and more. A jacket that was old, but well cut. Blood on his collar, the length of his eyelashes. Their gazes were afraid to hold each other for long. There was an empty booth near the counter, so they squeezed along the benches opposite each other, knees briefly touching under the white marble table. The windows were clouded with steam from the huge urn. Thought I was about to be arrested back there, just before I got clobbered. That would have scuppered everything. Mate from the YCL's in prison right now. When would Scrubs? 4 months. He was heckling at a fascist meeting in Victoria Park. The police cast him off to the station and planted a brick in his pocket. That I didn't need. Criminal elements. Felix heard her brother's voice in her head. The YCL? She knew she ought to know. Young Communist League, Stepney branch. As if it was obvious. Oh. Don't look like that. It's not what you think. You should come to our meetings. They're dead lively. Very mixed, you know. Plenty of girls come. As Nat talked, a dart of jealousy surprised Felix, and she lost concentration for a moment. She imagined him at the centre of a crowd of girls, in a hall, a bar. It's changed my life, really. I can see everything more clearly now. It gives you hope, doesn't it? When you realise how things could be so much better, so much fairer, and that you can do something about it. I suppose it must. Life isn't fair, thought Felix, but she'd never met anyone before who thought it could change the fact. And then he just blurted it out. That's why I'm going to Spain. The word Spain came out as a croak, so he repeated it quickly with too much emphasis. Spain, said Felix uselessly. He nodded. To fight. No passaran. You know, he said, and watched for a reaction. Spain. She fumbled with her thoughts. That's brave, very brave. You're not going to try and talk me out of going. Should I, she said, wishing she knew more. Is that what he wants me to do? Spain always seemed so far away. She'd never really thought about its civil war till she saw the banners today. Surely you're not going right now, are you? A few weeks, I reckon. But nobody knows yet. Not even my sister. It's best that way. Believe me, my parents would kill me if they knew. He laughed and shook his head, and Felix found herself laughing too, though she wanted to cry. I don't even know why I'm telling you. I just wanted you to know. Because if I wasn't going, I'd want to see you again. I really would. I can tell you that for nothing. I knew it right away.